Hello everybody, you know me. Okay, no you don't, but you know who I am. I'm Issa J, your Smock Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion. And it's 205 Live time. Was it worth it? Alright, as all things 205 Live, backstage segments first, and the only one that I remember, the only one that I think is actually a backstage segment, was Cedric Alexander and Drake Maverick. They meet up, and Cedric is basically like, "Hey, I'm tired of just waiting for who my next opponent is." Hideo Itami beat Buddy and Mustafa Ali in a match. I want Hideo Itami, and Drake Maverick was like, "Okay, I'll keep that under advisement." A little bit later, Hideo and Cedric got into a little altercation, which was pretty cool. And it's definitely firing up the rivalry between them. So I'm looking forward to that match. Yes, it was worth it. Let's get to the matches. The first match was Akira Tozawa and Tony Nese, and this was a really good match. Tony Nese is fantastic in the ring, and he and Akira Tozawa brought the best out of each other. I haven't seen Akira Tozawa this entertaining in a while, so that was cool. But unfortunately, I did not care for how it ended, which was basically Akira Tozawa going over and getting the win. I felt like Tony Nese needed to win a little bit more, or a lot of bit more, because I actually want to see him get into title contention one of these days and be champion, and losing all the time is not going to happen. But yeah, I thought this was a good match. Besides that, yes, it was worth it. But yeah, Akira Tozawa wins after hitting the Senton Cannonball. But yeah, it was a good match. Didn't care for the finish. The next match was Lio Rush's debut against Dewey James. No, it wasn't worth it match-wise because it was a squash match, and squash matches don't tell a good story. It has to be done impeccably well. So no, it wasn't worth it. But as a debut, it was cool to see Lio Rush do a little bit of what he can do, going off the rope, stopping on a dime, and going instead of just going straight, turning and doing a hairpin turn. That was really cool to see. His character work was really good with taking off his jewelry so slowly and just stalling for time. That was entertaining. Definitely got the fans riled up and booed him heavily. So I think he's going to be a really good heel. But character work and impressive athleticism aside, the match wasn't worth it. And then we had the main event, a 6-man elimination tag match. It was Lucha House Party, consisting of Kalisto, Gran Metalik, and Lince Dorado, versus the Brian Kendrick, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. And overall, I would have to say, yeah, this match was worth it. It was entertaining. It had a lot of good stuff thrown in. Match kicks off with Lindsay and Jack Gallagher. No, it kicks off with Gran Metalik and Jack Gallagher in the ring. And when it looks pretty bad for Jack Gallagher, Drew Gulak grabs and stalls Gran Metalik from hitting a springboard. When he actually hits the springboard, Jack Gallagher is recovered enough to hit a flying headbutt. 1, 2, 3. Gran Metalik is the first eliminated. Then it goes back and forth, and which I felt was not the right call. The Brian Kendrick gets eliminated by Lince Dorado by a springboard stunner out of nowhere. The Brian Kendrick is my favorite wrestler, so seeing him eliminated so quickly kind of sucked. Then we had Lince Dorado just being completely taken out by, the ring was cut in half completely and done expertly. I feel when the hot tag was about to happen, the Brian Kendrick, who was eliminated but hadn't gone to the back yet, he was laying on the floor, hiding out, which was really, really cool. He grabs Kalisto, knocks him off the apron, throws him into the barricade. It's like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Leaves, which causes Lince Dorado to get the Gulak locked, which gives Drew Gulak the opportunity to get the Gulak locked in on Lince Dorado, making him tap. So Lince Dorado is out. And that leaves Kalisto versus Jack Gallagher and Drew Gulak. A lot of good back and forth and stuff. And out of nowhere, a hope spot happens. And with the Salina del Sol, boom, 1, 2, 3, Jack Gallagher is your next one eliminated. A lot of good back and forth some more with Drew Gulak and Kalisto. But Drew Gulak gets the win for the heels of the day, getting Kalisto in the Gulak. Kalisto taps, bam, match over. Like I said, yes, it was worth it. I wish it would have been booked a little bit differently, but that's just me nitpicking. I enjoyed this episode of 205 Live. I think the whole thing was worth it. Definitely check it out. Even the squash match had something. It wasn't completely not worth it, just not worth it for me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave us those sexy likes and share to all of your friends and enemies. If you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button so that way you are a part of the Smarky family, and then hit the notification bell so that way you are notified when we go live. Well, we go live. When do we go live? Well, I'll tell you when we go live. Most pay-per-views and for our podcast on Sundays, Shooting with the Smarky family, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you want to be notified when it happens because you'll have a great time. Please follow me on Twitter at IsaJ_STP. And yeah, guys, thanks again so much for watching. And until next time, it will be awesome.